Hello. Welcome to my channel, my art channel. Today, I've got a new camera, little vlog style for this one. I've got a different video for this. This is going to be my last one of the year, so I figured I'd go through a few memories on today's video. I've got a few sketchbooks I'm going to be going through, and please join me in a journey through both artistic experience and just I guess the development of skill through these and the development of creative process. So yeah, please join me. Let's get some sketchbooks. I've got them right here. Not those. Those. Got a few little books, some bigger books, some huge books. But I'm gonna grab a couple of these and take them over here. Okay. I have 5 of these sketchbooks, and I'm not entirely sure which one is first. I kind of got them a little out of order, because this one doesn't have any covers anymore. This one doesn't have any dating. Let's have a few kind of artifacts in there and the tape. This one does say sketchbook number 5. So this is the last one. I can put that on the bottom. This one says March 2020. What doth life? A sketchbook. Dennis Gunatalaki. That is me. So that's March 2020, and this one is November 2020. So this one's older. New. So 5, 4, 3. I think this one's 2. And this one's 1. I don't know if I'll go through all of these right now, but this right here is sort of like real life sketchbooks, plein air and portrait kind of stuff. And these are abstract sketchbooks and a little bit more wild. That's the word that I'll use for them. Let's get into this. So, put these on the side. The thing about sketchbooks, which is the first one? Okay, I found something absolutely ancient. This right here is a journal from 2006. So I was 9. Illustrated by Dennis Gunatalaki. If you have this book, mail it to me with $100. Yo, I was a crazy kid, huh? But I noticed I've got a few little drawings in here. Little weapon designs, huh? I think these are all from the game RuneScape. I was playing as a kid. Yeah, the rest of the book is empty, funnily enough. There's some interesting stuff at the start. Figured I'd share, as that's the oldest thing that I found on this little shelf. Probably best to ignore whatever writing is in there, because 9 years old, it would have been like 3rd grade, 2nd grade type age then. Yeah, here is a book. So this was the start of a series of books, as you can tell by the quantity of these. This is my kind of real life sketchbook. So starting with a actual plein air kind of sketch, and I like that here I was using a few different kinds of pens. I really put a lot of effort in here with the fine pen, the big gray tone marker, as well as tell I'm already using the pocket brush, my favorite. I'm kind of 50-50 on whether or not this is from life or abstract, because on one side I could see myself doing this just off the dome, but on the other side I feel like this could be an actual set of logs in the woods or something like that, given that the start of this was a forest. But yeah, first kind of people drawings, very sketchy kind of style on these. You can see a lot of kind of individual marks to make up the people, although some of them require less than others. I like this one quite a lot. Just a big stance. This looks like a landscape from this direction. Tree, 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 tree. Lots of tree. More people. Let's see, I'll hold it up here so the light hits better. I'm using this this IKEA lamp I got. I like the design of it. It's got a bit of it's got a brightness adjustment. So try to keep it pretty good. Yeah, more people. I recognize some of them. Co-workers, a lot of them. This one's crazy. Dive kick. Did that one twice. Some seated poses. Maybe a squat. I think that was my friend posing for me. Some more seated poses. Oh, this one, oh gosh, that knee is kind of weird, but it's an interesting pose at the very least. That is, moving on. We got more people. Yeah, this is a time that I was drawing a lot of people, trying to do a lot of gestures. Oh. We got a recipe in there. And some more people, a blocky man. A faceless person. I was scared of faces at this time. I feel like I'm really ignoring a lot of the facial features. They're lucky to have a nose, let alone eyes. Like, look at that. Super chill. On the move. You can tell with the radio. There's a coworker. Broken ass wrist. Oh. Yeah, that's looking rough there. Looks like some people are dancing here. Don't remember quite the event, but the sax player might have been at a concert. Seated figure. Figures. Some actual scene. More figures. A bit more gestural. I think these are from a model site. I recognize these ones as practice. More of a academic kind of style to these ones, although now I'm starting to do facial practice because you can see how did need some work on those. These are all done with the pocket brush. A little more simple, more gestural drawings. Oh, I really like that one. That one's got some good energy on it. That one's also pretty nice. Dang. I'm putting some effort on these. These are a little more gestural on the open foot and abstracts. I like these. It's been a while since I've drawn quite like this. More kind of centralized patterning. I like this combo. There's a relationship here with the sphere, plant, some sort of leaf, or maybe a kind of a wing kind of structure. Moving on. I don't want to take too long for this video. Cats. That's a little different. Let me pull up a chair. I'm kind of just standing over here. Let's see, cats. That one's looking kind of mean. A little bit more focus. He looks very stressed out. Sorry. Knocked into the camera a little there. Pencil. That's a little rare. More gestures. Looks like maybe a 20-30 minute drawing there. A little bit more focus on rendering. Cat, dog, hands, peeps, abstracts, and peeps. Practicing some lines, and patterns, and things. And well, I don't know what they're doing in there. Peoples. Peoples being peoples. Oh. Practicing arms and creating mannequin notes. I think this is also from a online resource of figure poses. Some more faces, a lot more obscured, a bit more gestural. Nice little inking line drawings, similar to my last video here, just random things. Maybe this orientation. See a guardrail here. Or maybe it's this orientation for the bottom. Store kind of a way. Line drawings. People. Like the scuba. More people. Penguin. A sword fighting a gun. A gun with a sword fighting a sword with a gun. That's a legendary drawing right there. That's probably my hand. That's a friend. More gesture. Boat. Yeah, a lot of real people. This... Where was this? I'm not going to spend too much time trying to remember. I know this place. This is a cabin. Then this would have been the day before. Huh. Not sure. More peeps. Some heads. Look like landscapes. Maybe this orientation. No. This orientation. I'm confused. This was here from the start. But I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Not a part of the epic camping adventure. Oh yeah, that's the cabin. That's actually a pretty nice little render. So yeah, not sure what the orientation was for these, but definitely real drawings. Landscapes. Granny Overlook. 2019, we've got a date. 5 years ago now. Big head, little body. People. People. What? What is a face? Yeah, I really had a problem with faces back then. I probably still do, but you know, looking back on it, this was a guest drawing, friend drawing in the same sketchbook. B. Food. More people. Just doing a lot of people. In an airport. Miami. Lots of people. Lots of friends. on a boat. Little scene here, actually. Remember this day? We were going snorkeling. Some cars, friends. Very abstract kind of plants. Tina, best empanadas. Alright, that's a plug. Yeah. Palm trees. A sugar factory. Big cocktail. A road. Cocktail friend for friends. A city view. Looks like fun. Bayside. K&K. Not sure where K&K, but sure. Quick Google. K&K, Florida, Miami would find that spot. I love my little skyscraper. It's very simple. Just lines for, big lines for the windows. Oh, this one's something special. It's two different places, but combines into one drawing. Like that one a lot. Gosh, can't dwell too much. I think this was a Five Guys. It was a checker, makes me instantly think of it. Inside of a car. I think that's the sketchbook that we're currently looking through. Beach or pool? Pool. Yeah, pool vibes. Pool vibes. Some more friends? A kettle. I have something like that in my room now. Huh. Years before I got a kettle. Ah, dim sum. I remember this. Good memory. Oh, a little stairwell. Was that a pool? This was a nice trip, 2019. Bamboo. I think this is the botanical garden or a conservatory. Under rain. This was at a concert. If I remember, this was a jazz show. This was Kamasi Washington and Herbie Hancock. Florida 2. More peeps. A lot of peeps. Oh. Little heron. Tanning. Boat. Peeps. Boat. Actually on the boat. We went on a fishing trip. Yeah. Big scene. No. The Ricky Tikki Tavern. Well, I know where it is because it's in the vein, right? Can go right back there. No, this one's different style. This one's very much the pocket brush, and then this one looks like much more rigid, maybe a Copic kind of a marker. Friend posing for me. In the kitchen? Peeps. 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 Sweater. Yeah, I feel like looking through the sketchbook, a lot of the people are the same, but you know, some people do stand out, like Lamp, Headphone Man, Alien. Gazebo. Whatever this bag is. Big bag. Back texture. Lots of faces. Little heads. This guy looks lonely in the single drawing on the one page. Looks like it could have filled out a little bit more. Some more gestures. Whoa. That one's got a lot of rendering. Probably spent a fair amount of time on this page. The face here is a lot better than... This is probably the best face in the entire book here. There's actually a defined eyes, nose, and mouth. Ear. I guess it's part of the head rather than the face, but it's actually like proportion. Gosh. Peeps. Mix of reference and real life. I think these are self-portraits here. Maybe. Recognize this guy. Some herons. Some words, some peeps. Diana, my sister, drew that one. It's a bit different than my style. Abstract, bit of dog, bit of people. And you can see that maybe I damaged it flipping through it just now. I don't remember it being this bad back here. Unfortunate, but that's also one reason why I'm going through these right now, is that now this video has sort of immortalized this book. I think these are quotes and book racks. A little drawing on the back. Wow. Alright, that probably took way too long for one book. Because we got 4 more of these. It won't take so long through here. So, abstract, some 3D designs. I think this is some school projects. Using it as like a actual notebook. Frederick Coffee Co., a little sticker, some peeps. Still drawing in the same kind of style, continuing from the last book. Very much a smooth transition. Some gesture, some more detailed. A mix on these drawings, I would say like some take 10 seconds, some take 30, some take 2 minutes. This would be like 10-15 seconds versus this would be more like a minute or 2. You can just tell by how, like, this one would be a minute or 2. See those kind of more detailed kind of marks. That kind of precision is a little slower than, say, that's a good example. This page feels like a lot of energy. This one looks a lot more gestural, that kind of fast pace. Marks going boom, 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 boom. Big marks to go across the whole body is more speed, more gesture versus more speed, more gesture versus more detail, a little bit more coat. But just a lot of people. Some of them maybe from paintings in here. Recognize some of them. Oh, is this looks like maybe self-portrait here. Oh, a little special. Some more practice, more people. November 2019. Got a date for it, so might not have it on the front page, but I do have a date in here to keep track of these things. Like that head. A lot of people. More simplified peeps, blockies. This is definitely from a book. I'm forgetting which one. Might be Bridgman. Cool peeps. Headless man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lots of people. Hoodie. Big man. Blockiness. Schlump. Drawing my friend that passed out. Just slumping over on the couch. Good vibes. A lot more people. Simple faces. People, people, people. People, people. This one's going in all sorts of directions. Upside down, left, right. Bigger people. These are actually taking up the full length of the page. I'm getting a lot bigger here. That was what I had for most of the first book, and now these are significantly larger. Wonder if it will keep up. Nope. Looks like I was running out of ink in the center here. Just kept going with it though. Wow. I love the energy on this page. The faces are really unique. People. He's looking at you. I like that chair. Looks comfy. Comfy puffer. Hat. Oh, I missed a page. You never know. Fashion show. NEXT. Oh, yeah, that was a Next Now festival for, it was hard to try to draw people going on a runway. That was at my school, University of Maryland. Little free student event. More peeps. Couch. I think this is just, this was at the kind of university. This is just the university vibes. Oh, missed another page. Gosh. I wasn't doing so well then. Just in class, drawing classmates. Lots of classmates. The Mona Lisa. That's the masterpiece right there. What happened to her face? I do not know. But masterpiece right there. Peeps. Something. Peeps. Take this head and put it here. Montgomery College. Actually just drawing the facade. I think I had my favorite classes at this school rather than University of Maryland. As nice as the University of Maryland was, and I probably had my favorite professor there. Overall, the classes were much better at a community college. But it is what it is. I feel like all my friends have had a similar experience. You get a more personalized kind of learning. at smaller classes. Plant. We get more people. Art history. UMD. Trench coat. Or overcoat. I like that style. Yeah, a lot of people. With the backpacks, you know that it's at school. Hunched over the desks, too. Lots of energy. Lots of energy. More people. Raj. Yeah. Pre-Igor. Went to go see Tyler, the Creator. 2019. Abstract. Plant. Abstract. Abstract. Wow, this one's interesting. Lots of tension all building up to that one point right there. Yone and his band. Yeah, I remember seeing this in jazz harmonica musician. Some more drawings. Oh, another self-portrait. Just have these pop in every now and then. Yeah, it's definitely shorter hair then. It's more gestural, more people, ribs. You can tell it's an art class. Ribs, teacher. Long, weird legs. Lots of students. That's a good little stain there. Lots of people, students, and it feels like been a lot of people onto one set of pages. Michelangelo's David. Art history had me drawing a lot of the paintings that we were seeing. Wow, random pencil drawing in the middle of these. Like 90% of the time I'm using the same pocket brush pen for all these. You might recognize these from paintings. 100% confirmed. I'm not sure what I confirmed here, but it is 100% confirmed. Turkey Day gobble gobble. Oh my gosh. The bird. That's funny. You can actually probably hear her popping off in the mic now from upstairs. There she is. Yeah, that's our parrot Romy. She's a Quaker parrot, so she does squawk. That's cool. Some friends. People. Oh, that's some interesting shading there. Peeps. On the couch. More people. September 2019. Injury reserve. Interesting. Probably some marks while I was listening to their music. People. It's like traffic. Some skulls. Some bones. Yeah, this is about the time that started. End of 2019. Started taking anatomy a bit more seriously. And some bones. Dog or horse? Horse. More facial focus. Good face. Just more chilling people. A little bit abstract. Face. These are, that's from Caravaggio. Friends, peeps, with more face structure, trying out different things. Gosh, this stain just gets bigger as we go through. Boxy people, more academic kind of stuff. Abstract people, looks like an event, maybe a hot pot, focus on the pot. People, kind of linear, sketchy drawings. More gestures. Looks like an adventure. Most wanted. People. Planes. I remember those. Had a breakfast at a little small airport kind of runway. Place with like biplanes and stuff like that. Big tree. Small people. Naked people. And that's the end. Just gonna stick the cover back on. Yeah, these books are falling apart. But that's one of the reasons why I'm going through them with y'all. But really a big thing for why I'm making this video is, what doth life? It's the end of the year and it's a good time for reflection, and this right here is a reflection on my entire art journey. As I started with just drawing people, drawing whatever's around me. And I think I've gotten a lot better at the faces by this third book. But, sometimes it doesn't all come together. What's that? What's that, brother? This one's really interesting. Whatever's going on there. That's a dude. Door. Very clearly a door. Abstract. Feels like a person. Feels like a body. Focus on the hands. Like that. This is a design for a drawing that I ended up doing. Inspired by Gregory Euclid. Also a design that I ended up making into a bigger drawing. Looks like someone lying down with extremely gestural. This is probably, what date was this actually? Was this March 2020? Yeah, it's the start of COVID, so a lot of the construct a big ass canvas. Oh yeah, some instructions. A lot of this is the transition from in-person class to online only. That whole thing. So people might become less and less as this goes on. As I feel like in general, since 2020, I've just probably seen less and less people over time. Like most people that I would encounter on a daily basis was definitely in school at University of Maryland with 30,000 students. Like just encountering tons of people every day. Plenty of interesting people to talk to or just to draw. Abstract marks. Pumpkin, spooky boy. Not part of a camping trip. That must have been on a camping trip. Very abstract lines have definitely started to minimize at this point. I think these were some thumbnails for a painting that I was going to do. I don't know if I ever did it. Boy on a swing. Not sure what's going on there. There's Some more peoples. Look like they're in costumes. Person. Big butt. Very abstract person. Feeling some like Picasso energy or something there. Whose man is this? That's a hand. That's a guy with like 5 feet. Okay, let's get going. Let's go quicker. Oh my gosh, I've already been recording for 50 minutes. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but it's a mix of landscape and people. COVID took this one. Yeah. I start seeing people in the masks now. Gosh, what a transition right here. Right? People, dog, masks. COVID took that one. Small feet. Interesting. Platypus. Abstract. Weird ways of writing my name. This is done out of place. UMD stamp 2020, a week before we were locked down. Never the same. This drawing, I think this is the student body and stamp waiting to order food at Chick-fil-A. Yeah, the school closed and I graduated having only one more in-person class. Some forests, some outside area. A lot of effort on those. Some abstract. Friends in the woods. People. Taking up more space, being a little gestural. Fishermen at the lake. Or a pond. I do remember this day. It was a good experience. Meal. Peeps. Oh gosh. Is that a dead bug? Might be. Well, it's a part of the book for now. Probably from West Virginia, if my memory serves me correct for where these drawings are from. Looks like a face. Looks like faces, maybe abstract, but looks like peeps. More peeps. More peeps. Bit more effort. Peoples. Abstract peoples. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this. It's fun to go through these memories because I don't remember doing these anymore. Like, not all of them. I remember some of them, but hard to place a lot of these. I'm going faster because there's just a lot to get through, and I feel like at this point my own pace has gone a little bit faster on making these sketches and getting through the sketchbooks, because I feel like time sped up in this year. That's a nice church. And you can see my mind state start to change as I get a little bit less patient, I think, with my own drawing dogs. And there's going to be less of those kind of fully rendered kind of things and more abstracts and quick kind of sketches as this turns more into creative escape. Wow. Chilling. Rather than just an academic sketchbook. Peeps. Tell with the masks when it's from life or when it might be a bit more original. That's somebody. That's original. Peeps. Foot. Person. Just getting really wild with it. That was a plan for class. What are the laws? Frog. Random page. Looks like a snake or a dragon. Mix of abstract and real. Kind of halfway between the both of them. Onion Man. That's how that makes me feel. Taking up whole pages for just a few lines now. I don't know if I'm being impatient or if I've just unlocked some new, simpler way of expressing myself. And 30-second drawings. Abstract people. More clear people. Kind of funny shapes. Gestural, real people. Real people. Fake people. Imaginative people. Reference people. And that was the back. Alright. Gosh, that's 3. I don't know if I should do these 2 right now. I might save them. I'll give you a little peek. But there's some work for classes. Some abstracts. 2020. Yeah. Interesting year. This was sketchbook number 5. Not my most recent, but probably slowed down a lot in this drawing since you can see I don't do nearly as much of the full page gestural, full page in-person drawing since I feel like work changed, and I don't, like I said, with, UMD being the peak of me encountering people, I do feel like in 2020, 23, and especially this year, 24, just encountering people less and less. I should do more to try to get those kind of real person drawings. That guy's cool. Hands. Purple. Some bones. Some vertebra. Ribs. Yeah. Some more realistic drawings towards the end, actually academic stuff. But thank you for sticking through all of those sketchbooks. This one is one that I wanted to share because it's a fair bit different. This is my first, this is a sketchbook that I held between probably 2018, maybe 2017. Hold up. Let me get this right. It would have been, the earliest would have been 2016, 2017, and the latest in the sketchbook would be 2019. Because by the time that I'm drawing in these Ali Babette sketchbooks, I've put this one to rest. And this, I think, is some of my most original and kind of pure ideas as far as drawings go. Some textures and things that I feel like I haven't necessarily gone back to in the 5+ years since I've drawn these, since I've painted this one. I remember this one took me quite a lot of time. Now I feel like I wouldn't do it the same way, having this kind of like distinct outline and then a paint by colors kind of a thing going on here. But I do like a lot of the color combos that are to be found in there. Especially, I feel like I still do a lot of these violet blue combinations. Some sea creatures. Waterfall. I remember doing these on trips, on random nights, couldn't sleep. Doing these at school in between classes. A little mandala. A little unique mandala. I definitely used some sort of compass to make those. No way I perfect circled those spatial anomalies. Always had an inclination to these kind of strange abstract shapes. Kind of looks like a river with funky sides. That's some sort of castle. Some trees. Don't know what else is going on though. Abstract, but this is a person. I do believe my friend drew me here. Wasn't quite me. Also a lot of color on this one. Some sort of weird giraffe creature. Lots of mandalas in this sketchbook. I guess because they're easy and structured. You just have to go off of the center and go in like a circular pattern. And then these are a little bit more original with some thought and idea, but also feel unfinished with how much blank page is remaining. mandala that has a lot of texture, but I don't know what I was doing here. I definitely never came back to finish it. Same thing with this one being very random, but you can see how it started to get uneven, and then maybe I just gave up because I wasn't going to recover it. But I wouldn't give up now. Maybe someday I could go back into this book, but at the same time, it's been so many years that a lot of these kind of unfinished drawings, like this, whatever this texture was going to end up being, whatever the surrounding effect on this was going to be, I feel like I did have some ideas, but my ideas now are way different than what I would have had 6 years ago drawing this. I don't remember what my goal was, and I don't really draw entirely the same. So I feel like if I were to go back into the sketchbook and try to finish these drawings, it would be an exercise of me trying to mimic my former self and I guess sort of act like a child, when I don't think that's a good mindset. I think it's better to move forward. If I were to improve this, if I were to go back to this book, I wouldn't be trying to do what I did before, but rather make it new and advance this into something a little more, something with more depth, something a little more complex maybe. But because of that, I also want to just leave this book as is and just never touch it, because if I go into it, I'm going to start trying to make these things way different than what they are. And as it stands, it's sort of like little ideas locked into the book, isolated on these pages. And some of them might be rather inspiring. I like this one quite a lot. I think I used that moon as my original profile picture on here, if you have been sticking around for all the years. I think these are done with more of like a fountain pen. You can see just the variation in those marks. I think that's the end. A little coffee stain in the back. It's a humble book. I like to look back on that sometimes as the origin of my abstract thoughts. And this book is one that you might recognize if you've seen my earliest videos, is my ELO. First drawing. I like the sketchbook because it's a square page, or it's advertised as perfect for social media, which I guess is what I'm doing here. But the one downside of the sketchbook is that I remember when I went to go buy another one, because I filled this one out, although obviously I didn't use the left page on this, trying to give each drawing no bleed. But anyway, I do remember when I went to go buy another one of these, that I found out that the paper is not acid free. And if you're ever buying paper and you want it to be archival quality, it has to be acid free. If it has any acid in it, it's going to be more likely to degrade and yellow over time, which is really unfortunate. This one's got a bit of a gold flake kind of ink to it. This one's got a lot of texture. I remember using the rapidograph on that. And this one, I've definitely got a video on the channel of. It's got a lot of unique kind of color. Might not come off on the camera, but in real life it's got a lot of sparkles, and it goes between like gold, green, red, violet. It's got a lot of complexity to it. It's interesting how it's dried over time, as I feel like it used to be a bit more green, but it's become a bit darker with age. This one's probably the most effort I put into a sketchbook drawing. I would even consider it an actual drawing. Like, I wish it weren't in a sketchbook. I kind of wish that when I was putting this much effort, I was putting it onto a proper illustration board. But it is what it is. It's here, and I've scanned it in super high quality and everything to try to preserve it, since out of all the sketchbooks, I know this one's probably the first one to have some yellowing. I try to keep it out of the sun for those reasons, but I feel like eventually it's just going to go. Yeah, this is probably my favorite drawing in here. Quite simple, but it's kind of that combo between a bird and a flower. Roots, but a head. Might have done this one on the channel. I forget if it was this one, but nah, this one was definitely on the channel. Maybe I'll link it. Maybe you'll just have to check out my oldest videos if you want to see this one. I probably don't want to link it because not that I'm not proud of them. It's just that they're 5 years old. I feel like I want to live in the present. Even though right now, this last couple weeks of the year is a good time to be reflective and check in, see where things are at, see what needs to be improved on for the next year. Thank you so much for joining me in this year. I've only been back for a few months on this YouTube thing, but I've already felt so much quality support from your comments and likes and everything, and I genuinely appreciate it. You're the reason why I'm continuing to do this, is that there's actually an audience here looking at these drawings with me. I'm not alone being like, oh wow, that's some lines. I guess it meant something. Nah, this right here meant a lot to me. I felt like this was a breakaway from this kind of drawing where I was being very meticulous and detailed. This was very much boom, boom, boom. You can see the energy on the strokes. Very rapid and very expressive is the thing. This is more illustrative, but this has more emotion. At least for me, that's how I feel. What do you think about this? Do you like these kind of drawings more than the kind of paintings that I'm posting more recently? Is this line significant? I actually remember how I made this line. I looked at a tree and I had the sketchbook like this, and I just did one line marking the side of the tree. Kind of silly, honestly, but it works. Here's a landscape, a simpler vibe, more of a house here. I like to abstract my plants, my plant birds, my bird plants. Some weird stuff going on this page. Not 100% sure. That looks like a snail. That looks like a plant. And this looks like a lot of lines on a page that resemble a drawing. No, it's abstract. I don't know what it means. You gotta let me know what you think it means. Oh, I think I just got a paper cut. Ow. Moving on. Pie. Some sort of living bean. Peppers. D-nice hot sauce. Oh yeah, those are the ingredients of probably my best hot sauce of all time. Big variety of, what do they call them? Like heirloom peppers? Not heirloom. They're from a small grower, so just high quality, kind of small batch peppers with good genetics. A little bit back to the detailed, very long lines. Trying to get a bit more, I think, yeah, with the hatching, just some practice on making more straight, free-flowing kind of lines without intersecting, you know. As I think at this time I would think that it's a mistake to draw a line like that and then accidentally have it cross here. But I think a lot more freely now. It's hard to make a mistake. You have to be expecting a certain outcome to be able to make a mistake. But if you expect some amount of chaos, then something happens and it just doesn't feel like a mistake. It just feels like it's a part of the process. Blue ink. I don't remember if I have this ink anymore. It's really distinct on this page of majority black ink. Using the bleed to make a drawing. That's nice. I don't know if I do that so much anymore. This one's got some big lines. Some interesting tension in that area. This feels unfinished. Like maybe they were going to connect at some point. And this feels a little crazy. Like I spilled ink right in there and started going wild. Maybe that's what happened. Some sort of spatial anomaly. Maybe a bird. Some strange abstract. Strange abstract with more colors. And look what I found. There's one line for the last few pages. That's the most unfinished drawing that I think I have. But, you know, thank you for sticking around this long. I have a blank page here, so I feel like doing something special for sticking around so long. Let's grab a pen. This is already at least a 1-hour video, fully commentated. I've had a mic strapped to my shirt this whole time. I don't think I'm gonna edit this video much because it's actually just so long. But here is a marker. I'm safe. I won't touch the S. I'm safe. Let's see what I can do. Not mimicking my old self, but creating something new, inspired by my old self. Because the thing is that a lot of my drawings from this time start in the center, have a tension somewhere in the middle, and sort of break their way out. Maybe some detail on the extremities. So I like that in terms of where I have my attention. I'll keep it in the middle. But I think that the problem is the pattern. I don't want it to be too consistent. And I want a bit more loose of the line. I've already framed instead of letting it just sit in the middle. And I've already touched an edge, which I was refusing to do back in the day. Okay. So I've developed this a little bit more now. And I feel like maybe I've created something with a bit of significance, a bit of meaning. And that I feel like this is a figure holding up the essence of my past in the sense of these kind of abstract bird plant things. Like those kind of marks. Yeah. That's how it goes. Person, hair, bird. Supporting plant. And a supporting actor. I want to keep it pretty short and sweet. This video is already pretty long. So add one circle right here, connected to the top. Give it a wrinkle right here. I feel it's done. Yeah. Just drew this thing pretty fast. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna have a bit more of this kind of personal view in videos to come. But yeah, My hair is a mess. Been just hunched over, flipping through these pages for over an hour now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support this year. Happy friggin' New Year. I hope you have a great time. Good luck to your resolutions, and I'll catch you next year. Peace.